Hello and welcome back. A little while ago I was having a chat with my brother and I was giving him some updates of what we've been doing around our property, and he came up with the idea of maybe doing a video series that is fairly candid and not really too edited, to show people, basic things of what I've been getting up to over the last week or so. And that's kind of how this series came about. Now, originally it was going to be called the Weekly Wednesday Walkabout, but I think that's overcommitting. I don't know if I can do this every week, but we'll do it every other Wednesday or so, and we'll see how it goes. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this space. Now, this is part of where the source bottling and making and all the rest is going to happen. We have hot and cold water for the food safety aspect of things. We have obviously kitchen countertops and cabinets underneath. I've also raised this quite a bit. I'm quite tall, I'm about 6'4", and this cabinet is about 1.10 m high, so it just makes it a lot more comfortable for me to work on. So we've got this space almost finished. We've got to get the electrics sorted out over here. You can see I've got an extra tap up top there. I'll explain that in a future video, what that's actually for. But yeah, this space it's starting to come together. I'm hoping to have this part at least done by the end of the week, but we've still got a lot of work to do in here. A lot of things need to be moved about. You can see my Furminator hiding back there. But essentially this is going to be converted into my studio space, and yeah, I'll share that in the next weekly walkabout. Let's take a look outside and see what I've been getting up to in the greenhouse. This week I've been spending a lot of time on my water catchment system. So I have 5 IBCs connected to my large greenhouse, and I have 2 IBCs connected to my smaller greenhouse. So that's a total of 7,000 liters of water just from the greenhouses. I have another couple IBCs around the place, but those are essentially what I'm going to use to water the plants in the greenhouses, as well as some other areas as well. So this week I've just been making sure they're all connected up. So all 5 on the large greenhouse. So if we have a look behind me here, they're all connected with little pipes that run in between and all the way around the other side of the greenhouse. So you can see it go all the way around there, and yeah, just around the back of the greenhouse. So they're all connected. They should all be at a similar level, because obviously some areas of the greenhouse are going to catch more water than others, so it's nice to just level that all out. I've got the same system basically going on with the smaller greenhouse, but that's a little simpler. So here's the smaller greenhouse catchment system. I've got covers on these. I actually received the covers for my other IBCs. I received those today, so I'll be fitting them a bit later today. But these covers are, if you have a look inside, you can see they got this aluminium or sort of metallic foil on the inside, which helps get rid of any of the UV rays so that we don't damage the IBCs and we don't increase the amount of algae growth that's inside there. So we see down there, this is actually what I did yesterday. Just connected these up over there with a T-section, and there's a hose coming around there and goes into the ground, comes around here and then up through that pipe over there. I've also connected up on another T-section, just another bit of hose, and this is going to be used at a later stage. Also, it allows me to connect this to that system over there, because there might be a time where these are full or empty and I need to get water from one way or the other. These barrels are going to be what I use inside the greenhouse, so we'll be putting one of these inside the small greenhouse and we'll have 2 inside the bigger greenhouse. And I am doing a video on how that is all going to work, but yeah, it's taking time. I have to keep my plants alive in the first place, but as soon as I can get the actual automated irrigation sorted out, then we'll get that done, because that'll save me a lot of time. So you can see here, this is just pulling water off the center over there. The one on the other side is also pulling from the other center, and this pipe is coming off this ridge line, and then we got that other IBC coming off that ridge line, and again all connected up. You can see there with some T-sections and some 3/4 inch hose or 1/2 inch hose. I think it's 1/2 inch actually. This is also 1/2 inch, which I'll be using to set up the majority of the irrigation inside here. So it'll have drippers in all these plants, and yeah, there'll be plants on this side as well once I can actually get the staging in. So still got to build all this, it takes time, but yeah, it's coming together. At least it's now collecting water. I had to actually empty both of these out because I realized the way I'd placed them is not very clever. Beforehand, the outlets were facing out, which meant, well, it's why you see so much growth around there. It's because I wasn't able to really mow up close, but by just shielding it a little bit over here, that means that I can mow right up against the side here and keep it nice and neat. Same thing over here. That's why I've gone and buried the hose over there. I might bury it a bit further back as well, just so it makes it easier to mow and keep the place nice and tidy. So you can see I already did that for these ones facing inwards. So you can see there, it's easy access, and also means people don't trip over it and break it. So same thing over here. Although mowing is going to be fun. Maybe I just need to put some hard standing there so I don't have to mow. We'll see how that goes. These plants still are not looking good, so if you've seen my latest garden update video, you'll recognize some of these. Some of them are doing okay, some of them are sort of recovering, but yeah, I'm not holding out hope for the majority of them. What else I've been up to? The compost is doing well. We have quite a bit of compost that's pretty much finished, I'd say. It really compacts down quite a lot, especially when you're using things like grass. So if I just open up here, if we have a look, you can see, well, it looks like quite a lot there, but I guess more than those 3 areas over there would have been full up with grass if it was just the actual grass that was freshly cut. But you can see it just really compacts down nicely. But I come in here once a week or so, and yeah, just take this old thing and turn it over. You can see it's quite dry at the moment, which is not too much of a problem. I'll use that as the browns when I do add grass again. So I'll do a layer of this in between each of the grass layers, and that'll just help it all compost down nicely. But this is the finished section. I'm just going to leave that now for the next few months. That'll just break down even further than it is right now. But you know, some lovely compost. I guess get a few tons of compost out of this. Hopefully enough. I think I might need to still supplement with some bought compost for next season, but we'll see how it goes. Now I understand this is not my typical type of video that I put out there, but I'm just testing the waters. Let me know in the comments below, please, if you have any feedback, if you have any suggestions. Maybe there's a different platform this should be on, Facebook or Instagram. You know, if you don't want to see these, again, let me know in the comments below. All feedback is appreciated, and you know, I'd obviously want to spend my time where it's going to be most fruitful and useful. I don't want to make these videos if nobody's interested in watching them. But I do see this as the type of video that I could do behind the scenes, you know, when I'm bottling my sauces, when I'm packaging my stuff to send out to you guys, you know, sharing a little bit more of that sort of thing. Behind the scenes of making my videos, you know, might be something you're interested in seeing. So let me know in the comments below if you have any suggestions or thoughts on this format, and you know, we'll see how it goes from there. But hopefully you enjoyed this, and hopefully you want to see some more. And if you do, again, let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you on the next video, and until then, stay safe and stay spicy.